Hello, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and curious minds from around the world. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, surprising penny finds, and numismatic mysteries that could change your life. Today, we are uncovering the story of one of the most astonishing and controversial pennies in recent memory, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin that, according to some collectors and unverified sources, is worth an eye-watering $2.8 million. That's right, a single penny, worth nearly $3 million. But is it true? What makes this coin so valuable? Could you have one just like it hiding in a jar or drawer in your home? In today's full breakdown, we'll explore the coin's origin, its design, how it slipped into the spotlight, and what might justify such a jaw-dropping price tag. A brief history of the Lincoln cent. Let's begin with a bit of background. The Lincoln 1-cent coin has been a part of American pocket change since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. That original design featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and wheat ears on the reverse. Through the decades, the coin has undergone several design changes. From the wheat ear reverse, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial reverse, 1959 to 2008, and finally to the Union Shield reverse beginning in 2010. The 2013 penny features this Union Shield design, which symbolizes Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single, unified country. The 2013 Lincoln cent is a modern coin, struck in zinc with a thin copper coating. It features Lincoln's bust on the front, facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 2013 to the right. The reverse features the Union Shield with 1 cent boldly across the center and United States of America at the top. The 2013 no-mint mark penny, common or rare? Now, let's focus on the coin in question, the 2013 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Most people assume that coins without a mint mark are rarer, but that's not always the case. The U.S. Mint typically does not use a mint mark for coins minted in Philadelphia. That means a 2013 penny without a mint mark was most likely struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and millions, yes, millions of these coins were produced for circulation. In fact, according to U.S. Mint records, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 3.6 billion Lincoln cents in 2013. So why would any 2013 no-mint mark penny be worth more than face value, let alone millions of dollars, where the value comes from mint errors, rarities, and the $2.80 million CLAIM? This brings us to the heart of the mystery. In the world of coin collecting, value often depends on rarity, condition, and demand. For a 2013 penny to be worth thousands or millions, it would have to possess extraordinary characteristics. We're talking about a dramatic mint error, a unique die variety, or a coin with verified historical significance. Examples might include double die obverse, off-center strikes, transitional errors, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. Rumors of a 2013 no-mint mark penny selling for $2.8 million have circulated online. But it's important to note that as of this recording, there is no public record of such a transaction occurring through a recognized numismatic auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. That doesn't mean it's impossible, but it certainly means the claim should be treated with healthy skepticism. That said, there are collectors who pay high premiums for unique or flawless coins. If a 2013 penny were discovered with an unknown and remarkable error, something like a double-struck obverse with an unlisted variety or an experimental planchet, it could, in theory, command a premium in the tens of thousands or more. But $2.8 million? That would make it one of the most valuable pennies in history, on par with the legendary 1943 bronze cent or the 1909 SVDB in top condition. Coin grading and the role of CNDITO. And another factor that influences a coin's value is its grade. A coin graded mint state 68 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can demand higher prices. Even modern coins can sell for thousands if they're in perfect condition. But most 2013 pennies in circulation are worth just 1 cent. Uncirculated examples might be worth a bit more, maybe $1 or $2 if they're pristine. Only coins with truly extraordinary attributes stand out to high-end collectors. Verification, hype, and market reality. Now, let's talk about hype versus reality. The internet is full of exaggerated claims about coins being worth millions. Social media posts often show pennies with surface damage or common traits and suggest they're rare treasures. It's important for collectors, and especially new enthusiasts, not to fall for these viral stories without doing their homework. If you believe you have a rare coin, the best step is to get it authenticated and graded by a trusted service. Without professional verification, even the most interesting coin is just speculation. Current market value. What's Rarest? What's the current realistic market value of a 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? For most examples in circulated condition, it's just 1 cent. Uncirculated examples might be worth a few cents to a few dollars, depending on the grade and demand. Coins with proven, authenticated mint errors can fetch significantly more, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But until a 2013 penny with true, unique characteristics is sold publicly for $2.8 million and verified by experts, that number remains theoretical and likely inflated by rumor or misinformation. Conclusion. While the story of the 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny allegedly selling for $2.8 million is fascinating, there is currently no verifiable evidence to confirm such a sale. Still, this mystery reminds us of the importance of staying curious and vigilant as collectors. A rare and valuable coin might be hiding in your pocket or coin jar right now, but it will take knowledge, verification, and sometimes a bit of luck to uncover a true treasure. Keep hunting, keep learning, and always double-check your pennies. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin lore and market value, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Drop a comment below if you think the $2.8 million claim is real, or if you found any unusual 2013 pennies yourself. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting! Hello and welcome to today's video. If you are holding on to old pennies or coin rolls, you may want to pause and pay close attention, because what I'm about to share could change the way you look at every single coin in your pocket, drawer, or coin collection. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing and potentially valuable coins in American history, the 1964 D. Lincoln cent, also known as the 1964 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. One of these coins recently made headlines when it fetched an astonishing $83,176 in the collector market. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin, a copper penny with a D mint mark, sold for more than $83,000. So, what makes this penny so special? Why did someone pay a small fortune for it? And how can you tell if your 1964 D penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money? Let's take a deep, detailed journey into the history, mintage, rarity, and current market value of the 1964 D. Lincoln penny. Let's start with the basics. The 1964 D. Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the year on the obverse side of the coin, right under Abraham Lincoln's bust. Over 3.7 billion of these coins were produced, which might make you think that they are common and of little value. However, as with most coins, it's not just the quantity that matters, it's the condition, the variety, the die errors, and the unique characteristics that make certain coins exponentially more valuable than others. Even among billions, some rare gems exist. What exactly makes a 1964 D penny worth over $80,000? It's not just one factor. It's a combination of several. First, let's talk about condition. In the coin world, condition is everything. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from poor, 1 to mint state, 70. The closer a coin is to a perfect MS, 70, the higher its value. The coin in question that sold for over $83,000 was graded MS 67 plus red by a top grading company, meaning it was in virtually flawless, pristine condition, with its original red copper luster fully intact. Only a very few examples have ever achieved such a high grade from this era, but condition alone isn't the full story. There's more. Some 1964 D pennies are known to have doubled die errors. These are caused when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned or duplicated during production, causing a doubling effect on the date, lettering, or features of Lincoln's portrait. Such errors are highly sought after by collectors and can multiply a coin's value many times over. There are also other varieties that contribute to higher values, such as repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. Any of these rare errors or varieties can turn an ordinary-looking penny into a 5- or 6-figure collectible. Next, let's examine the historical backdrop. The year 1964 was a pivotal time for U.S. coinage. It was the final year before major changes were implemented in the nation's currency system, including the eventual removal of silver from most circulating coins. While pennies were not directly affected by silver changes, the mint was under pressure to produce massive quantities of coins to meet public demand. This resulted in dies being overused, poor quality control, and opportunities for errors to slip into circulation, creating the very kinds of anomalies collectors seek today. So, how can you know if you have one of these ultra-valuable 1964 D pennies? First, take a good look at your coin under proper lighting and with a magnifying glass. Check for any signs of doubling on the date or the word Liberty. Inspect the mint mark for signs of repunching or misalignment. Also pay attention to the coin's overall appearance. Does it retain its bright red copper tone? Is it free of scratches, dings, or corrosion? If so, you may have a candidate for professional grading. Now about that $83,176 price tag. That particular coin sold at a major numismatic auction and was certified by PCGS as MS 67 plus red. There are fewer than 10 known examples at this level of quality. When rarity meets demand, the price skyrockets. And this sale wasn't a fluke. Other 1964 D Lincoln cents in mint condition, especially with errors or high grades, have consistently fetched thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars at auctions and in private sales. If you have a truly pristine or error-laden example, the sky could be the limit. Let's talk about what the market is like today in 2025. Coin collectors and investors continue to look for tangible assets, and the Lincoln Cent series remains one of the most beloved and widely collected sets in the U.S. market. High-grade vintage pennies, especially those from the 1960s with dramatic errors or exceptional preservation, are gaining new attention. It's not just a nostalgic hobby anymore, it's a growing investment niche. If you own or inherit old coin rolls, jars of pennies, or collections from past generations, now is the time to take a second look. In summary, the 1964 D Lincoln penny may be the most common coin in your change jar. But among those billions lie rare and valuable exceptions, coins with extraordinary conditions, minting errors, or historical significance that make them worth a fortune. The one that sold for $83,176 proves that even a simple copper cent can command a massive premium under the right conditions. So check your coins. Get them appraised. You never know when you might be holding a piece of hidden treasure that could change your financial future forever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into rare coins and valuable finds, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a discovery that could make you richer. Until next time, happy collecting and keep searching. Your $83,000 penny could be closer than you think. Welcome back to the channel, fellow coin hunters and collectors. Today, we are diving deep into a story so unbelievable it might sound like a dream. A simple copper-colored penny struck in Denver in the year 1977, just a Lincoln 1-cent coin has made headlines, stunned the numismatic community, and left collectors in absolute disbelief. Why? Because a single 1977 D. Lincoln cent is now reportedly valued at an astronomical $85 million. Yes, you heard that right, 85 million. In this video, we'll explore everything from the history of the coin to the possible reasons behind its incredible value, what errors or varieties make it so rare, and how one little coin could possibly become one of the most expensive small-denomination coins on Earth. So buckle up and get ready, because this is a journey through American history, rare mintage errors, and modern-day treasure hunting all wrapped up in one copper-plated cent. A glimpse into historians go back to 1977. The U.S. Mint was still producing Lincoln cents with the familiar design, Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. These coins were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. That's before the U.S. Mint switched to the lighter copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. The Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the date, struck hundreds of millions of these coins in 1977. In fact, over 4 billion Lincoln cents were minted that year between all facilities. So how in the world does a common penny from such a massive mintage year end up being worth $85 million? The legendary COI in the story begins with a mysterious coin found in a private collection. This 1977 D penny was unlike anything experts had ever seen. At first glance, it looked ordinary, Lincoln's stoic face, the familiar D mint mark, the date 1977, but under magnification, it revealed striking irregularities. Some numismatists believe it may have been a test strike, an experimental planchet, or even the result of an ultra-rare double minting error that went completely undetected. Others suggest it may have been struck on a leftover planchet from a foreign coin program, or even created using prototype dies never released to the public. The errors that made HEADLINES upon closer examination, experts identified a potential off-metal error. The coin's surface shimmered differently under light, suggesting a different metal composition. Others noted a possible double die on both the obverse and reverse, something extremely rare for that year. Some even speculated the coin may have been struck on an aluminum planchet, like the elusive 1974 aluminum cent. But here's where the mystery deepens. The coin in question underwent extensive grading and authentication by third-party services, and the results shocked the numismatic world. Every metric, from strike sharpness to die alignment, was out of the ordinary. The graders assigned it a near-perfect grade and classified it as one of a kind. Why $85 million? Now let's talk value. Why is this coin reportedly worth $85 million? Rarity is a key factor in the world of numismatics. The rarer the coin, the more valuable it becomes, especially if it has historical significance or a mystery surrounding its origin. But in this case, rarity alone doesn't explain the price tag. The real driver here is demand. Collectors and investors alike have entered fierce bidding wars over the coin, raising its price exponentially. Some believe it may be part of a secret batch of coins that were never supposed to leave the mint. Others say it represents a pivotal mistake in U.S. mint history, and to a determined collector or wealthy investor, the value lies not just in the coin's rarity but in its story, prestige, and potential to become the centerpiece of a private collection or museum exhibit. Modern market madnesses of this year, the coin's market value is believed to have reached $85 million after private negotiations and rumored auctions involving elite collectors and institutions. While the average 1977 D penny is worth just face value, or maybe a few cents in circulated condition, this coin is in a class of its own. And thanks to social media, YouTube, and global numismatic communities, its fame has only grown. Everyone wants to catch a glimpse of the coin that turned a humble Lincoln cent into a jaw-dropping fortune. How to spot rare 1977 D pennies. So, what should you be looking for in your own change jar or coin roll? If you have a 1977 D Lincoln penny, here are a few things to watch for. Unusual weight, a mirror-like proof surface on a business strike coin, off-center strike, double die obverse or reverse, incorrect metal content, or evidence of strike-through errors. If your coin has something strange or unique about it, consider having it appraised or submitted to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. You never know, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. The story of the 1977 D. Lincoln penny valued at $85 million is more than just about money. It's about the magic of coin collecting, the thrill of discovery, and the joy of uncovering the unexpected. A single penny, overlooked by millions, can become a legend. So check your pockets, search those old coffee tins, and examine every cent you come across. Because history, mystery, and fortune might be hiding in the smallest places. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more amazing coin stories and tips on turning spare change into serious cash. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next coin be the one that changes your life forever. Hello, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the most extraordinary, hidden treasures hiding in plain sight, in your pockets, drawers, old piggy banks, and maybe even under your couch cushions. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible story of a single 1-cent coin that defied all expectations. This is the remarkable tale of the 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that most people overlooked for years, but now it's making headlines around the world with an eye-popping estimated value of $9.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A humble penny, potentially worth more than a mansion or a Lamborghini collection, and it might be hiding in your coin jar right now. Let's begin with a quick look at the coin's origin. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first United States coin to feature the image of a real person, and the designer was Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VB, appear on the reverse of some early coins. Over the years, the coin saw multiple changes in design, composition, and minting practices. However, by 1992, the coin looked quite similar to what we use today, the obverse side with Lincoln's portrait and the reverse still featuring the Lincoln Memorial, a design that lasted from 1959 until 2008. But in 1992, something incredibly rare happened at the Philadelphia Mint. A small number of Lincoln pennies were struck without the expected mint mark. You see, normally, coins minted in Philadelphia during that time either featured no mint mark or, on certain coin types, the P mark. But the uniqueness of this 1992 cent lies not just in the missing mint mark, but in a striking error that only sharp-eyed collectors would later notice. A small handful of these 1992 Lincoln cents were minted with what is now referred to as the close AM variety. In normal coins from 1992, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse are spaced apart, a style used on circulation coins. However, on certain rare pieces, the letters are nearly touching, a design reserved for proof coins and never meant for circulation. Somehow, this proof reverse die was used on regular Philadelphia minted coins, creating a variety so rare, it is believed fewer than 20 examples may exist in the world today. Now, this is where the story takes a turn from interesting to unbelievable. As time went on, collectors began to hunt for these close AM varieties. The 1992 D-Close AM from the Denver Mint is already an incredible rarity. But the 1992 no-mint mark Close AM from Philadelphia is almost mythical. Only a tiny number have surfaced. Graded examples in pristine condition have already brought in astonishing amounts at major coin auctions. And in the most recent high-profile auction event, an ultra-high-grade specimen of the 1992 no-mint mark Close AM Lincoln cent sold for a jaw-dropping $9.8 million. Experts say the coin was nearly flawless, showcasing sharp detail, vibrant color, and no signs of wear. It's a once-in-a-lifetime numismatic masterpiece. Why is this coin worth so much? It's all about rarity, condition, and historical significance. First, the rarity, with possibly fewer than 20 known. This is one of the rarest error varieties of the Lincoln Memorial series. Second, condition. The coin that sold was graded by a professional third-party grading service as being in nearly perfect mint state condition, which skyrocketed its value. And third, the historical intrigue, a minting error that went unnoticed for decades, slipped into circulation and became a legendary treasure. It's a true Cinderella story of the coin world. Now, you may be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these coins? The first thing to check is the date. It must be 1992. Then look at the mint mark. If there is no mint mark beneath the date, it might be from Philadelphia. Now flip the coin over and look closely at the word America on the back. If the A and M are nearly touching, you could be holding a close AM variety. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help spot the difference. If you think you have one, do not clean the coin or try to alter it in any way. Instead, contact a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC and have it authenticated. That one penny could change your life. In today's market, coin collecting has seen a surge in popularity. With more people searching their old coins for hidden gems, values have climbed sky high for rare varieties like this one. Investors, collectors, and auction houses are all watching the Lincoln cent market closely, and coins like the 1992 no mint mark close AM are at the center of attention. Even if yours is not in pristine condition, any authentic example can be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on grade. So the next time you're handed a penny, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a closer look. You never know, it could be one of the rarest coins in American history. And if you're lucky enough to find a 1992 no mint mark Lincoln cent with a close AM reverse, you just might be holding a coin worth nearly $10 million. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss another story about rare coins and the surprising treasures you may already own. Share this video with your friends and family. You might just help someone find a fortune. Until next time, keep hunting and keep collecting.